The Gauteng Education Department says it's confident all outstanding school pupils will be placed by the end of this week. There have been several disruptions since schools opened last week, with parents fighting for a space. Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu updates us on the latest. Manqoba, last week we saw visuals of frustrated parents, heightened tensions. Has the department been able to make a dent in the numbers of students who aren't placed?
Well, certainly, Tafuma, we are seeing some parents here this morning at the district office in Morningside. But I must say that these numbers have significantly dropped from what we saw here last week, Wednesday, where we saw hundreds of frustrated parents arriving here, desperately hoping to get answers about their children's placements. And some of the issues that were raised by the parents is the fact that some of their children who were in either grade 1 or grade 8 had not been placed at the time. And there are different reasons as to why this is the case. And one of those reasons is the fact that some of the pupils who have still not been placed or allocated, this is due to the fact that in some instances you'll find that the application was done last year, but however it was incomplete. And where the problem really lies is around the documents that are required for the application to be complete. We do understand from the Gauteng Education Department that one of the biggest challenges has been around the issue of documents pertaining to proof of residence, which has made it quite difficult for those learners to then be allocated schools. But secondly, the issue of pupils that have also not been allocated schools or that have in fact have been allocated schools, but their parents say that they have not been allocated their preferred schools, and in some instances they say that their children have been placed in schools that are about 10 or 30 kilometers away from their homes. And this speaks to the issues of infrastructure and the availability of classrooms, which we know is a major problem facing the Gauteng province. And last week, the Education MEC Panyaza Lisufi saying that this is an issue that they are looking into. And just speaking on the third factor, I just want to step out of shot to show you that Tafuma, we do know that the department also has opened its registration process for those who in some reason or for some reason or the other could not apply during this registration process last year. And so many of these parents that you're seeing here are coming here to apply for the first time. And these would be parents, for example, who would have migrated to the Gauteng province from other provinces. But I just want to speak to one of the parents just to get a sense from them what their issue is this morning. Thank you, Ma, for speaking to us. I see that you're also here in the queue. You say that you've been waiting here since ekuseni ufikile la. Ithini yakhe?
Hey, Baba. Uyazi njengoba izikolo iqalile kanje ngibhizi mina ngiyagijima. Ngihlale eAlexandra ngudona Silango. Ngiaplayele ingane iplacewe eSantin View. Enema ngithi ngiyabheka angisebenzi bengifuna ingane ifunde eAlexandra njengoba iphuma eprimary iya ku grade 8. Mayese iplacewe mabathi ngihambe ngiyobheka iplacewe eSantin View. eSantin View imali ngizoyithatha phi? Angisebenzi. Ngila manje ngizocela ukuthi mhlambe bangangireferela bangibhekele isikolo ingane nayo iyesikolweni kukhona lapha eAlexandra.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma, for speaking to us. Of course, explaining her issues that her child has been placed at a school which she says is far from where she stays. And so she's saying she's hoping that by coming here, she will be able to get some answers and perhaps get some surety on whether or not her child will be placed at a school nearby in Alexandra. But what we have heard from officials, the Gauteng Education Department last week, was that there simply is no space available when it comes to Alexandra. They're saying that the schools there are quite full. So of course, this lady saying that she's hoping that there will be perhaps a space for her child in that particular area. But of course, the department saying that they are hoping to resolve these issues by the end of the month. And we do know that at this particular point, there are just less than 500 grade 1s and 8s that currently have not been placed.